A couple of weeks ago, I went to go see The Iron Claw, which is not only one of the best movies of the year, but it's also one of my favorite movies of all time. I mean, the movie already had me hooked from the second I saw the trailer. A wrestling movie produced by A24, starring Jeremy Allen White and Zac Efron's delicious tastiness. I can confirm that The Iron Claw is better than Across the Spider-Verse, better than Guardians of the Galaxy, better than Barbie, and better than Oppenheimer. That's right, I said it. Also, there will be spoilers for this movie, and I feel no shame about it because it's a true story. Sorry, you snooze, you lose. Anyway, let's get ready to rumble! The Iron Claw is about the most legendary family in wrestling history, the Von Erichs. The family consists of Fritz Von Erich, who's the father of the family, and three-time world champion, who gained his fame by being hated and dressing up like a Nazi, and his 5 sons, Kevin, David, Kerry, Mike, and Chris. The family dominated the National Wrestling Alliance in the early 80s with their signature move, the Iron Claw. And while watching this movie, I thought the Iron Claw was just for show. But no, it is a very, very real move. They used it by grabbing the temples of the opponent and squeezing until they tap out. However, what's more notorious than the Von Erichs' wrestling career is their family curse. There was actually a 6th Von Erich brother, Jack Jr., who was accidentally shocked and drowned at the age of 6. Then it followed with David, who died from a ruptured intestine at the age of 25. Mike died by suicide after suffering from toxic shock syndrome in a wrestling match, ultimately causing brain damage. Kerry also died by suicide after having a successful wrestling career as the Texas Tornado, while living in a world of pain after his foot was amputated from a motorcycle accident. But he kept it a secret to not seem weak in the ring. Chris wasn't included in the movie, but he also died by suicide. And the only living Von Erich brother is Kevin, played by Zac Efron's buttery deliciousness of a body. There is an episode of The Dark Side of the Ring that covers the Von Erich family story, so check that out for more details. But the Iron Claw captured the Von Erich story just as well. The movie is kind of a mix of The Wrestler and Waves, but this is actually a true story. The film does an incredible job at capturing the strong connection between the family, and it really made you feel like that you're a part of the family. I felt like I was the 6th Von Erich brother. And the documentary also mentions that the public felt like they were a part of the Von Erich family as well. So the film did an incredible job at establishing that connection between the audience and the film. Not to mention the incredible acting. Jeremy Allen White is already an incredible actor, and it further proved that by him playing Kerry Von Erich. He really knows how to hone in the angstiness and the emotional turmoil of internally torn characters such as Kerry. The only note that I have is Jeremy Allen White didn't look quite like Kerry. Not that it matters, but Kerry was also absolutely massive. They should have gotten Sam Solik to play Kerry. JK, okay, I'm just kidding. But Zac Efron gave the performance of a lifetime. When I saw Zac Efron play Ted Bundy, I definitely saw the potential for him to be an incredible actor. And the Iron Claw absolutely solidified my opinion with his hot tamales and saucy chicken tenders. God, I just want to put some garlic butter on that mouth-watering steak. Sorry, I just lost myself for a second. But seriously, Zac Efron was born to play Kevin Von Erich. Bravo, Zac. Bravo. But what makes The Iron Claw a great movie instead of a good movie is the central theme of toxic masculinity. Okay, it's the Barbie for men, not Oppenheimer. Not many movies address the theme of toxic masculinity because it's kind of a new conversation. But The Iron Claw really demonstrated the effects of growing up in a hyper-masculine household. Like when David Von Erich died, and the father commanded the boys not to cry. And instead of processing their emotions, their dad pressured them to getting back into the ring. There's also this mantra that the father told his sons their entire lives, that if they're the toughest and the strongest, then they will be unstoppable, yada yada yada. This mantra further placed pressure on the Von Erich brothers, which ultimately led to their demise. The Iron Claw is also a step-by-step guide on how not to be a parent. Fritz lived his dreams through his kids, kids, pressuring them to win the title belt, which led to emotional issues with the Von Erich brothers. Fritz would also rank his kids and badger them for their failures. And in times of need, both parents would cover it with religion instead of talking things through. So if you feel bad about your parenting, just watch this movie and I'm sure you'll feel better. The Iron Claw impacted me so much, I actually kind of give a shit about wrestling now. I have never cared about the WWE, but I caught myself watching wrestling videos right after I saw this movie, and the Iron Claw inspired me so much, I am trying out for the WWE. I'm gonna win that world title belt if it's the last thing I do.
I see her rolling up, Uber black Cadillac, high heel boots and a sexy body full of tats. Baby's bad, oh baby's hella bad. After her there ain't no coming back. Wanna take a run at
Baby, what are you wearing?
What does it look like I'm doing? I'm training to win the world title belt. Let's get ready to rumble! This is embryvernon's first time trying out for the WWE. Let's see how he handles it. Ooh, let's get a replay on that. Okay, so maybe I'm not so cut out for wrestling. Overall, the Iron Claw is not only an incredible story about wrestling, but it's an incredible story about brotherhood. I probably connect with this movie more than others because I also have a close relationship with my brothers. It made me thankful that I have siblings that I can always talk to free of judgment. The Iron Claw is most definitely one of my favorite movies and you most definitely should check it out. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hit the like, slap the sub, and beware the claw. Till next time, folks.
Peace.